This is the email I got from Amazon of my very first sale of my very first product. And less than 4 weeks later, I had already sold close to $5,000. The thing is, it was only a couple of months before this when I discovered that you could actually sell stuff on Amazon and actually make money doing so. And it wasn't what I thought. So how did I do it when so many others have failed? Well, to show you that, let's rewind a bit. For a few months back in 2017, I was sitting around thinking about other ways that I could make more money when a video popped up on my YouTube feed about how to make money on Amazon. Unlike most people, I didn't know how Amazon worked, let alone that you could actually make money selling stuff on Amazon. But after watching that video, my eyes were opened up to a whole new world of opportunity. The problem was, I had no idea where to start, and more importantly, what could I sell that would actually make me money? And thus began my dive into the Amazon rabbit hole, and I want you to come along as I share with you my discovery of how selling on Amazon really works. Well, one of the things I frequently have to do is make more time out of my daily schedule so that I can get some extra things done. And this often involves travel. And do you know what problem I have all the time? That extra pair of shoes that I want to bring last minute just won't fit. And that reminds me of a problem so many people have when they want to start a new side hustle like selling on Amazon. Imagine the time I have in a single day is my luggage, and the Amazon business that I want to start is my extra pair of shoes. As you can see, my day is jam-packed full of the things that I have to do, so if I really want to take these extra pair of shoes with me, I have two options. I can rearrange everything inside, or I can take something out to make more room. Now, I imagine a lot of you feel like you're in the same boat, that you don't have enough time or money to get started. But I'm willing to bet that you do. Just like my shoe dilemma, if you truly want to start your side hustle, you'll find a way to reorganize your daily activities to make more time, or save a little bit more money, like spending 15 minutes less each day on Facebook, or watch one less episode of your favorite show on Netflix. Or do you really need to spend $7 on that Starbucks coffee today? It all started in a tiny garage back in July 1994 in Bellevue, Washington. Jeff Bezos had an idea to sell books online, and today, 30 years later, Amazon has grown to become the largest online marketplace in the world. It's mind-blowing to think that every day, nearly 40% of all online sales in the US happen on Amazon. I buy things on Amazon almost on a weekly basis, and without even a second thought, those things would just show up on my doorstep, often if by magic. So how did this package get to me, and how does someone make money selling stuff on Amazon? Well, there's actually a common misconception that most people have when it comes to how Amazon works, and I was actually one of those people. Let me explain. Oh look, my favorite box of cereal. Have you ever thought about what actually happens when you buy something like these Fruit Loops from a place like Target? Well, although these Fruit Loops are made by Kellogg's, did you know that I'm not actually buying these from Kellogg's? I'm buying them from Target. Target made an investment and bought all of the inventory on their shelves to sell to the customers. And this is what I didn't understand about Amazon. Unlike these retail stores, when we buy items from Amazon, most of the products in Amazon's marketplace are not actually owned or sold by Amazon. In fact, we're not buying them from Amazon at all. We're just using Amazon's marketplace. 70% of the products on Amazon are actually sold by third-party sellers, people like you and me. That means it's more likely that when we buy something on Amazon, we're actually buying them from a third-party seller, not Amazon. Like this same box of Fruit Loops here. If we buy this on Amazon, we're not buying it from Kellogg's or Amazon, we're buying it from a third-party seller. In this case, PMJ Sales. PMJ Sales bought the cereal, put it up for sale on Amazon's marketplace, set the price, and when it sells, they'll make the profit from the sale. And that's how we can make money selling products on Amazon. Amazon is simply the marketplace with a massive global reach of over 200 million Amazon Prime members worldwide, where we can leverage their loyal customer base to sell our own products. We don't need to build a website, we don't need to find customers. In fact, Amazon's made it extremely easy for us to get started selling on their platform. Traditionally, if we wanted to sell products online, we'd have to find a place to store all of our inventory somewhere, and each time we made a sale, we'd have to prep, package, and label the items, and then take them down to the post office. Now, imagine if you didn't have to do any of that. Instead, you can sit in front of your computer from anywhere in the world, and someone else would take care of everything for you. Well, you can. Third-party sellers on Amazon can take advantage of a service called Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. For a small fee, Amazon will take care of all of your inventory and take care of all of the order fulfillment. Each time you make a sale, Amazon will handle all the logistics from picking and packing the product, labeling, shipping, customer returns and refunds, and even all of the customer service. You literally never even have to see or touch your product if you don't want to. Perfect for someone like me. All I have to do is manage my inventory levels and make sure that I never run out of stock. But of course, if you do want to do all of the logistics yourself, you certainly can. The process is called Fulfillment by Merchant, or FBM. Basically, you'd be still taking advantage of Amazon's massive marketplace and customer base, but you'll have to handle all of the sales, all of the logistics, all of the packing, labeling, shipping, and customer service. And the best part, except for a few exceptions, pretty much anyone from anywhere around the world can sell on Amazon. In fact, you don't even need to have a registered business to get started. I'll leave a link to the exceptions down in the description below. Now, when it comes to choosing what products to sell, that's not so easy. Beginners often have this misconception that they can make money simply by selling a popular product, a trap too many people fall into. It's true, when choosing products to sell online, you want to pick products that have demand, that people are interested in, products that solve a problem or make their lives better in some way. But just because a product is selling well doesn't mean you'll make money selling the same thing. Now, take a look at this Colgate toothpaste. In fact, I'm willing to bet most of us probably have a tube of this at home right now. This is a hugely popular item, and it's something everyone needs and buys on a regular basis. So much so that this sells thousands of units every single day on Amazon. In contrast, here's another product. I'm guessing most of you have no idea what this is. It's actually called a rib rack and is used for smoking ribs. And this product only sells around 10 units each day. Before moving on, let me know in the comments which one of these products you'd sell. If you chose the toothpaste, I'm afraid you've fallen for the trap. Although thousands are sold every single day on Amazon, there are so many sellers competing to sell this product that the price has been driven down to the point where the profit margin is almost non-existent. However, in contrast, this rib rack doesn't have any sellers competing for sales at all. Therefore, the profit margin on each sale is $5 or more, some as high as $10. As you can see, selling 5 to 10 of these a day can make more money than trying to compete to sell dozens or hundreds of tubes of toothpaste every day. This is an example of the difference between selling wholesale products versus private label products on Amazon. With wholesale, sellers purchase existing branded products like Colgate toothpaste or Nike shoes in bulk from manufacturers or distributors to resell them on Amazon. The main benefit of the wholesale business model is you're selling products from established brands that have brand recognition, potentially leading to faster sales. However, competition is high, like I mentioned earlier, because numerous sellers are offering the same products, leading to much lower profit margins than private label products. On the other hand, private label selling involves creating custom branded products, often manufactured overseas, such as in China, and selling them under your own personal and unique brand on Amazon. This approach offers higher profit margins per unit since sellers have complete control over the product and pricing. And although private label sellers may need to invest more in marketing and brand building, it does offer much greater scalability by avoiding competition in pursuit of higher profits. And that's why, in my opinion, private label is a much better strategy to follow. The thing is, you don't have to invent anything. All you have to do is find products similar to this rib rack that have high demand but low competition, and then buy your inventory from suppliers that manufacture them from a website such as Alibaba.com. Look, you can buy this exact same rib rack on Alibaba for less than $2 and then turn around and sell it on Amazon for over $21. And to help you find the best products to sell, there are powerful product research and analysis tools like Helium 10 and Jungle Scout that you can use to make data-driven decisions. And I'll tell you more about how this works later on in the video. But the real question is, can you really make money selling on Amazon? When I started my first business, it was during the peak of the tech boom in 2000, 2001. Literally thousands of .coms were popping up every single day. Everyone was just trying to capture part of some market with their novel idea. At the time, Many people said there's way too much competition and that it's way too difficult to stand out from the crowd. Others even said that it's too late to jump in, that in order to be successful, you would have had to have gotten in before the boom. And that's what people say every year about selling on Amazon, that it's too late to start or that it's too saturated. Well, guess what? Amazon, eBay, Priceline, and even Netflix all got their start during the dot-com bubble. And so did me and my business partner. Despite all of the competition and getting into the game years after the boom began, we launched our software business and managed to generate 6 figures within the first year, 7 figures within a couple of years. And guess what? Our business was in online games. We were up against some of the biggest games during the time like Counter-Strike, Quake, and Diablo. The takeaway from this is that it's never too late to start a business, and if you have a great idea and proper execution, it's never too saturated. If you ask any successful business owner, they'll almost always tell you that they wish they started sooner. And here's proof. Each year, Amazon has been growing by leaps and bounds year over year, capturing nearly 40% of all global sales in 2022. In 2023, over 70% of sales came from third-party sellers, and US-based sellers averaged $230,000 in sales. And this will blow your mind. 1 out of every 3 people in the US have an Amazon Prime account. Isn't that crazy? That's 148 million people in the US alone. In fact, 76% of Amazon sellers become profitable, and 63% of them become profitable within the first year. 36% of Amazon sellers earn $5,000 per month. Around 10% of Amazon sellers exceed $100,000 in their annual sales. And here's where looking at the numbers without fully understanding what they mean creates these perpetual misconceptions, such as Amazon being oversaturated with too many sellers. Yes, Amazon themselves claim there are over 3,700 new sellers every single day, and that globally, that there are over 6.3 million sellers worldwide. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a mind-blowing number, doesn't it? But if you dive just a little bit deeper, did you know that out of that 6.3 million, only 1.5 million are active sellers? That means over 76% of people who created a seller account on Amazon don't actually sell anything on Amazon. 76%. Ray Kroc opened a small burger restaurant in California back in 1961, and he quickly turned into the most successful fast food corporation in the world. You might have heard of it. Did you know that McDonald's serves 69 million people every single day? In fact, McDonald's was the first successful fast food chain. Their business model is so successful that McDonald's has their own hamburger university. In fact, for decades ever since, rather than trying to figure it out on their own or reinvent the wheel, businesses will just follow McDonald's exact business strategy. Many of the popular restaurant chains that we all know of did exactly that and have become huge powerhouses themselves, such as Burger King, Wendy's, and even Taco Bell, and more. And that's exactly what I did when I launched my first product on Amazon. I followed a proven strategy and made absolutely sure that my product wasn't like everybody else's. Similarly, to get started selling on Amazon, rather than trying to figure it out on your own, follow a proven strategy. That way, you can streamline the process and avoid making common mistakes that can set you back, or worse, crush you. So, the winning strategies that I use to find profitable products involve doing proper data analysis. To learn those strategies and how I found a product that made $5,000 in my first 30 days of selling on Amazon, click right over here.